everybody. Welcome to 360. The first 360 of 2024. Pretty cool. The 3rd of January. We got a pretty good show here. Red's got a video that we want to play at the end, and it's very, very good. Very good. It's a remake of one, but it's very, very good. And we'll play that at the end. A couple things to go over. As you can see, the appearance of O Connect looks better every day. They're working out. There's a lot of little gadgets and features that are enabled now if you want to use them, but you got to look around, and it's kind of a treasure hunt. You can find as you're looking. They are working at the back part of it, the attendees, for the view and what it looks like when you record. But every day, bigger and better, just like the company said, just like Az said. So pretty cool stuff. As you can see, if you're not even looking, that a lot of things are happening behind the scenes with OnPassive, more than we could even imagine. They are working around the clock for me and you. All I want to say is you don't have to be at Ash's level to see the impact of OnPassive. Just open your eyes and see what's going on. You should be pretty satisfied that you're in the right place at the right time. That's for sure. The last pop-up kind of, he brought up that the payments are going through pretty good. I hear people now saying I had 3 payments and they went through like butter. So it's happening. It's happening very much for everybody. And you got to know that that means we're leading to something else, because this is nonstop. I believe 24 will be a year, and when they do this video and review next year, in December 31st, it's going to be a smash. The other thing, keep in mind, I had somebody call me and they were worried about, I can't pay. It doesn't show me where I can pay. And what had happened was the company gave us 30-day extension. You don't have to pay if you paid. You got another 30 days free. And I had to explain that to him. So there's a couple of people here that didn't know that. Yeah, they gave us, obviously they stacked the cool with cool products, but they also stacked the cool by giving and giving and giving. I've never seen a company like it. No company does that, but I appreciate it anyway. I'm going to turn it over to Red. He's got a week in review, and then we'll turn it over to Chris, and then we'll play that video. Now, Ash has said if he can find a window to come in here, he will. But obviously, if he can't, we understand why. I would rather him keep doing what he wants to do, but if he has something to tell us, fantastic. We all want to hear it. Anyway, I'll turn it over to Red. Red, boom, baby, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Marty. Hi, Chris. How you doing? Good to see you. Okay, then, as always, let's get Happy Christmas, Happy New Year out the way to you guys. We saw you in between Christmas and New Year last week on Passive 360. That was Wednesday of last week, and what a great day it was as well. Unfortunately, we didn't see our CEO Ash Mufareh on that one, and it was kind of short and sweet, but we hope you enjoyed it. So much so, we put the recording of that on Thursday in the update section of O Founders. It's still there. If you missed last week's, that's where it is. Also, last Thursday, what happened then? There on social media, there was many pictures going around of OnPassive in the main locations of Dubai, namely the shopping malls and some of the screens around. Also, there was a pretty cool video going around of the Winter Wonderland in the shopping mall of Dubai that somebody took a picture of, and OnPassive was very front and center there on all of the digital screens. Friday then, what happened on Friday? We had a brand new website Friday, very early this week. In fact, it was 4 days early, along with link number 51. Now, this new website for me is absolutely amazing. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Why? because it really does reiterate what we've been saying for a very long time, especially us three here, that On Passive now is certainly focused on business end of things. The website depicts that. It is targeting businesses about what On Passive solutions can do for your business. And this is why I love this website so much, because if you've got any people in mind who you feel would like to have a look at On Passive and the solutions that we provide, then this website for me is going to be the one to be sending out to them. All you need to do is say, have a look at this, read the content, but go to the About Us section on that webpage, take a look, and then come back to me after you've seen it for any questions that you might have. I loved it. Really, really good. Also, Saturday, what happened on Saturday? We had the confirmation of the OConnect extension. This is what Marty was on about just a moment ago. If you have paid for OConnect and you have come to the end of your 90-day term, remember, it's in days, guys, not months, days. So 90-day terms, then you will automatically have an extension. If you have paid for OConnect and you are still in your 90-day extension, then guess what? There is no extension because you're still in your 90 days. And this runs up to the 31st of 31st of January of 2024. If confirmation of this, if you are at all unsure, is if you go to the My Wallet section of your ecosystem, you can check out the receipt that is in the My Wallets area, and that will give you the confirmation that your subscription has been extended for free for another 30 days. Also, there was a new pop-up confirming all of this, by the way, which was a fantastic thing. And also on Saturday, we had an extremely good meeting with OTech Pros as well, if you remember. That was all four of them. Many of us popped in to say hello and to thank them for their tireless work that they've been doing over the last couple of years in On Passive. They really have brought a new dynamics to On Passive as far as explanations of how products and services are developed. Prior to this, we really didn't know, did we, what goes on in the background. OTech Pros come along, they really do break it down expertly well of what goes into developing new products for the digital arena. So many thanks to you guys, all four of you, for your efforts that you do for On Passive. Sunday, what happened on Sunday? There was many New Year's Eve celebrations going on all over the place, and that was great to see. Everyone was celebrating in their own way. Some were having proper On Passive parties, New Year's Eve celebrations, mainly Minu. She had quite a late one, which was good to see, and obviously everyone else. What happened on Monday then? Monday was New Year's Day. We had a brand new pop-up, and this pop-up was really all about what is happening from now on going forward. It mentioned about the two gifts, the one of the extension, which we just talked about, and also it confirmed that the executives discount that had been given to all founders had been put in place till the end of January, and also that extra 50 O coins, $50, discounted off the normal price as well to bring it down to $200 if you are not a founder. That's extended all the way through till the end of January. It also confirmed what is happening with our servers. These are getting ramped up now. Much more traffic is being allowed to pass through them, along with others that are joining in as well. This is by design, guys. So if you do see a merchant that you're not used to, don't worry. We really are now spreading the load across various merchants so that we don't get bogged down like we have done in the past. Also, between On Passive Media and On Passive Marketing departments, they released a year in review of 2023. This can be viewed, guys, on the official On Passive YouTube channel. Also, it is being posted out many times now, but always, guys, please go to the official channels. Also, on Monday, our very own Michael Williams posted in the update section of O Founders a very good note wishing you all well for New Year's, for the New Year's coming. And also, if you are a Twitter follower, our very own Mohammed Nassal posted on Twitter as well on about New Year's Day. Tuesday, a lot of work been going on in the background on Tuesday, guys, mainly O Connect. Also, you'll notice as well in the My Profile sections are blank at the moment for many of us. This, again, is on purpose. They're getting ready for O Verify, which is coming very shortly. O Connect was on and off quite a lot of times. They've been resetting and working in the background to iron out some bugs. Also, on Tuesday, a lot was happening in Egypt, guys, headed up by our very own Dr. Taruk. Remember, we saw him just before Christmas on 360 or just or the webinar afterwards. I can't remember now. Letting us know what he's been working on. And if you remember, it was all about big data and how many people, over 300 personnel, are working on this big data center. And it was great to hear from him. But in the background, even though he's been doing all that, he's been working on an awful lot of stuff over in Egypt. Namely, in Cairo, they signed an exclusive contract there for a company to use O-Media for all their marketing and exclusive designs. There's also a thing that was going on as well for on Joy. This is going to be aired live as well, but a collaboration has been developed and that has been put out on O-Media today. You can read all about that there. Just go to O-Media on either Facebook or on YouTube. It's all there for you to see, and that will bring you up to date with what's happening about On Joy. But for me personally, it was great to hear and see On Joy back in the limelight again. This, remember, is the kids' platform where education was happening in Egypt. And also the last thing is a collaboration between, I'm not sure if it's the largest hospital in Egypt or one of the largest hospitals in Egypt with 600 beds. They are using a lot of on-passive products and services. So that is great to see that that they are all working really hard in the background to promote on-passive in Egypt. Remember, guys, it spreads out. It's not just about what happens in that country. There's a lot of referrals and fallout stuff that happens when things start spreading out from these individual countries. And also, you will notice as well, yesterday we saw link number 52 in the My Link section pop up. That was late yesterday, and that is in your ecosystem. That's about all I've got for this week in review at the moment. Obviously, in a moment, we'll be showing you the video I put together, which was the extracts I've taken out of the review that O-Media did. This is not to say that O-Media didn't do a fantastic job. They did. But one thing I noticed was when you are watching it, there's a lot of facts and a lot of figures in there that scroll past rather quickly, and you don't get to absorb exactly the enormity of what has actually happened in 2023. So I've taken extracts of all of these, put an overdub over the top of it, and I really hope that you guys out there will enjoy it. It'll be on my website straight after 360. That's it from me. Back to you, Chris.
Very good, Red. I did watch that. A sneak preview I got was very, very good. I loved it. Marty, Red, number one, happy New Year to you guys. The first time at 360 for this year. Happy New Year to all you founders out there. I've listened to what Red has just said. I've listened to what Marty says every day, both of them. And I want to let you know that in this world today, there's not a lot of good things happening. We all know that. We got wars, we got kids being sold, we have just a lot of evil things going on. And I thought about the movie Elf for some silly reason because this is how my mind works. And I thought about when Santa Claus's engine broke and he crashed into the earth or in New York, and they're one why isn't the reindeers flying? He says because the faith of Christmas, no one believes in Santa, no one believes in anything anymore. So the faithometer is on zero. So as things are progressing, this little boy gets out, this lady starts singing Christmas songs, and now the faith keeps jumping up a little bit more, a little bit more. Pretty soon, the reindeer are able to fly on their own because the faith is there. This is how I see it as a passive. Now, it has nothing to do with a fictitious Santa Claus or reindeer. But what I'm saying is the faith right now in this world is so low because of everything that's going on. No one knows what to believe in anymore. They've lost everything. One thing I'm going to say this, and by the way, did you notice the little message Marty left us below this? The Mr. Mufareh, the King of Santa Clauses, will be at 2:30. So keep that faith up. I don't know if he's going to fly in on reindeer, but it'd be funny if he did. And you know me, I like kidding. So I think when I got into a passive, and I start seeing people from all over the world, and I mean all over the world, and I mean different religions, different cultures, all believing and having faith in something that's finally there for us to have faith in. Now, I'm not talking about God. I have faith in God all the time. I know everyone else does too. But faith in this world that so many bad things are happening, and knowing that we are all part of a company. I don't know who Roe Coleman is. We are all part of a company that is bringing the faith back up to the world. We have everyone in the world, regardless of their faith, color, size, whatever, believing in one thing. I'm passive in what it's going to do for this world. And I understand that in the past we've had wars. We still do over religion. And in passive, we're not seeing that. We're seeing everyone coming together, try to ignore and block what's really going on, the evil going on in the world. Now we're paying attention to it, of course. And we're praying for anyone that's involved or part of that or just doesn't have a choice. We're always praying for you. But I believe that a passive is bringing up the faith meter for helping humanity. Understand this. When you completely get rid of poverty, which has never been done before, the world is definitely going to change. There's going to be a lot more smiles. That meter just went up a little bit more. When you understand that you're going to help people with problems they've had their whole life or their bad situation, oh, that meter just moved up a little more. That's that faith meter. I believe in passive through its founders, through the brand new affiliates, is slowly building up a faith that's going to be unstoppable. Unstoppable to come in and completely change the world for the better. Just for once, just for 1 minute right now, I wish I could turn on the TV and see a passive just change the world. That's happening slowly. But instead, I go on there and I see things. Oh my God, I don't want to see that. Children, women, and it's to me, it's just disgusting. And for once, you got a company that wants to change it. In the world's history, you look at it. We never had really a business or a company that come in and say, "Hey, we're not just going to make you successful. We are going to change the world. We're going to help everyone out that wants help. We're going to try to change things, fix things, solutions, solutions, solutions." Something that Ash Mufareh said many a times. So I am very fortunate. I'll say this every day to be part of this company. Why? Because it's a company that really has a heart. It's a company that cares. It's a company where people from every language is talking about. Every language is talking about it. And they're talking about what a passive is going to do for their country when some of these other products come about. We haven't got to a bless yet. We all know about it. We've all talked about it and what it's really going to do. Now, a bless for in the beginning, Ash Mufareh did some amazing things. That was just Ash Mufareh. Can you imagine if the whole world is with us in on bless, the changes and the help we're going to be able to give to people? Can you see that meter keep going up almost to 100% now? All right, the reindeer are always going to fly in a passive. Why? Because the faith is there. It's strong. It's loving. It's passionate. It's caring, and we keep getting bigger and bigger each day. I don't see it stopping. All right. Yeah, we got some people throwing rocks at us, but we're rubber, man. Everything just bounces off us. We're getting tougher and tougher. Why? Because we have faith in what Mufareh is doing. We have faith in what the tech team's doing. We have faith in the Kamals, what the Kamal and Nazal are doing. Dr. Susan, Dr. Tarek, the newest member, I say, who's been there for a while, doing amazing things right now as we were enjoying the holidays. It's pretty darn cool. It's nice to come on every day and see O-Media showing something different, on passive.com showing something different, constantly different. Where else do you see that? Listen, when I went to work every day, it was the same damn thing. Yep, you're going to build cars. You're going to build cars for the world. Wait a minute, something went wrong. We got to stop. We got to fix. Kind of like any business, but guess what? I always had faith that I'd get paid to Ford, but it wasn't always guaranteed. Within passive, I can see the guarantee there. I can see it flowing more than I've ever wanted. Listen, I'm gonna say it one more time. I shouldn't say it. The very first week that Mufareh opened up the pay structure, I made more money in 3 days than I did in a 7-week, 130-hour paycheck for passive. Am I supposed to say that? Probably not. But I'm telling you, when people say you've never made a dime, I say stick that in your pipe and smoke it. People are making commissions every single day. Thousands of people are getting commissions. Mufareh is right now figuring out a way for it to come in and go out where everything is equal and evenized with every single country. That's a task harder than you can be. What happened? Banks went, oh my God, what's going on with this? We got to stop it. He had to come up 2 different times to a way to figure this out. Now, I think pretty soon we might see something like that, but I don't know. I'm just shooting out my mouth, my opinion. I think it's exciting. I know thousands of people are waiting to get that withdrawal because they're excited about it, and I can't wait for that to happen. But keep your faith up. Keep the meter high, guys. It's when we lose faith is when everything starts falling apart. I'll tell you this, don't lose faith in God and don't lose faith in a passive because they will both point you in the right direction. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Yeah, listening to Red and Crazy Chris there, who has nothing. I want to say, in the beginning, 5 years ago for me, over 5 for Red, maybe it was more of hope and a dream, right? Maybe it was. But it's not that now. If you don't, I know a lot of people think they need to be way up there. Listen, if you're at the first level of this mountain, you're way above everybody else already. If you just look at where we've been, I'm going to play that video real soon. But when you see it, and I understand why Red did it, it was a very good idea. It emphasizes things that we might take for granted if you watch the regular. The regular is fantastic. Like when the public sees the regular, it's going to blow them away. It was a fantastic video. And that's not why he did it. I get why he did it, because it'll emphasize to a lot of founders, by the way, people that are already in, to say, well, this happened. And then boom, this happened. And put a magnifying glass on each one step by step. So very powerful. I am going to play it. And when I do, please make sure you can hear it. Put on the volume. I'm not sure where it is in attendees, but if somebody knows, Brad or you or Chris, explain that to them, and then I'll go ahead and play it.
Hey, happy birthday to Satchinu and a whole bunch of others. And I want to do a belated to Andy Burks, Pace, who all fell the other day. I missed it. And anyone else I missed, happy birthday to you guys. 45, to be honest with you. And we did it earlier live, and I forgot to mention it because there were so many. But happy birthday. I missed it anyway. I really keep up. If you're not on Facebook, birthday, I'm not going to always, by the way. Red?
Yeah, no, Chris, that's fine. Jarmo's birthday today as well, by the way, from Tenerife, who I met.
Sometimes on mine it doesn't work, so somebody might have to do it. Wow. If that doesn't blow you away, that should make the hair on your neck stand up. And we haven't even started yet. We haven't even begun yet. That's a fantastic video, Red. You're going to get thousands of views on that. Yeah, it was really, really good. The numbers are mind blowing. I mean, listen, since September, 250,000 webinar. I mean, we're looking at webinars for like pennies a piece. Okay, I don't know what the company's doing, but they're giving it away. But I just want to point out something that we got to remember. Every time there's a little anxiety on some people, I don't get it, but it happens. The company overcompensates. I remember last week talking to Red and Chris about, okay, the date's coming, September, or, January 1st. You feel a little, people getting nervous. And what did he do? I'll give you 30 days free. Always. It always overcompensates. So it doesn't make sense to get yourself all bunched up in something that never happens. It never happens. We're always taking care of the online. When you play a video, it's massive. The sounds, the stuff you can do, the fun. My granddaughter, she has an account. When they start on here and they mess with it, they're blown away. You get the young generation, and we haven't got them yet. They're coming, and when they see it, and I'm talking about, millennials and even younger, they're going to love this. I know corporate's going to be great and all that, but individuals that come into this will be in the millions, I believe, in the millions, because it's a lot of fun. And I'm really happy over that. And like I said, do yourself a favor. Some people don't get it. Don't try to talk anybody into anything. We're way past that. Just lend a hand, guide people if they want to be guided. But don't try to sell anybody on anything. Don't force anything. They don't want to go. Don't make them go. It's okay. If you see it, you really see it, you wouldn't let this go no matter what happens. There's no way would you let this go. I am stoked. I have never been this excited over a business in my entire life. And I loved when I worked. I love my job. I traveled around the world. This blows that out of the water. I've never seen anything where I can go to bed at night knowing that the person and the company behind this company, the people behind the company, really care about us, really care about all of us. And I thank everybody for all last year and the last 5 years supporting myself, Red and Chris on 360. You've come a couple of years now every week. We really appreciate it. We hope that we inspire. I know that sometimes we do, but I want to thank you very much. And Chris, too, even though he's looking at his phone the whole time, that's what he does. I hope he doesn't want to answer here so he can get yelled at.
I was trying to tell people that how I like the fact that video, number one, Red, great job, excellent. But I seen a couple founders on the screen. I think I seen Narelle. There was a couple people that I noticed that actually made the cut, and I'm real excited for him for that.
Oh,
you notice us three were not on there, boo-hoo, but I did see founders. We love the fact that you're on there.
Well, that's why I have this. So yeah, I'm on enough videos, that's for sure. No, it's very good. Yeah, you even had somebody from Michigan on there.
We did? Who was that?
Oh, she's gonna kill you. I'm not even gonna tell you.
Was it Joyce?
Anyway, I'm gonna turn it over to either one of you two guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Go ahead.
I've purchased OConnect. Open up a session, even if it's on your own. Just have a look around where the features are, because unless you are the host, you won't be able to see all of the features anyway. But as far as the sound is concerned, it depends what device you are on. And this is why our CEO said, sometimes you have to work it out for yourself, guys. When we use other applications, which we still are, to do what we're doing, the video I just did, for instance, I have to use a different application to render that and to edit it to get it to where it is now. You use workarounds sometimes to get what you want out of the application that you are using. How to do exactly that with the text-to-speech dubbing of that video. Why? because some of the spellings of where the places were, the AI guy, he didn't like how they were spelt for how we listen to them. So what do? You go in, you edit it, you change it so that he says it phonetically so it comes out the right way. That is just one example of what you have to do sometimes to work around things. Just because you can't do it first time, put your thinking cap on a little bit and think of how can I do and get around this solution using this product. Every single so every single solution I've been using online has never been perfect, but they all work. Ours are no different at this stage. Are they going to get better? You're damn right they are all going to get better. They've been working on them tirelessly all the time. They are only going to get better. But for people who can't unmute, you need to look around and find out where these icons are so that you can unmute them. Okay, it is not necessarily up to us to pinpoint every single thing that comes out. Like Marty said, this first off, at the beginning of 360, they are working all the time on O Connect. Things appear without even being told they appear. So looking for them, and then we have to use them and use our workarounds for them. I just wanted to bring that to the table. Back to you, Marty.
That was a goal, by the way, Red. Yeah, and the people that can't hear us, we've said this quite a few times about where the speaker's at on the video on the top right now. People that can't hear us have no idea what we're saying right now. But to those people that see people saying, I can't hear, text them later if you know them and let them know what's going on, because I see the same thing over and over. I did have an individual come on our live this morning and said that he had brought his company, his internet service in. It turns out his router was getting way too much data and it was screwing up his internet. So he redone that and it works fine now. There are little things that are, you got to remember, this is brand new high-end technology that just pulls a lot more than everything else. That's what it's meant to do. It's meant to shine a lot brighter than everyone else. That's what it's doing. But until you said, like Red just said, until you get in there and play with it. Listen, just 2 weeks ago, Ash Mufareh was talking. He said, hey, there's a little button on there about present speaker or something like that. None of us knew that. Wait a minute. I said, hold on. Where's this? I've never seen it. So he even showed us something we didn't know. I've had more people text me, Chris, do you know about this? No, I don't. That's new. So even with your guys' opinions that tell us, it's not just my brother Red Redfern keeping me up to date. A lot of you have sent me stuff, usually stuff Red already told me, but other things also that say, Chris, try this, look at this. This is brand new, and that is pretty cool. So, Red, do you have anything to add to that one?
I've got something to add, actually, and this goes back to one of my all-time favorite films at the moment. Well, not at the moment, but has been for a while. Avatar. The director, James Cameron. Now, you've probably all seen Avatar. What a cinematic experience it is. A mix of real people and CGIs and all sorts of crazy stuff going on there. But did you know that James Cameron had the idea for Avatar probably 10 years ago? He knew exactly what was going to happen. He knew how he was going to do it and what was going to happen. What was stopping him, you're asking me? Chris? What was stopping him, Red? Well done. Thank you for the audience participation there, Chris. It's very good of you.
I mute. I couldn't. I lost my mute button. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening now.
So what had to happen was a very simple thing. Technology had to catch up with his idea. He knew what to do. He knew what he was trying to achieve. He just didn't have technology 10 years ago that they had 4 years ago when he made the first Avatar, or whenever the difference was from the first one to where we are now today. Now put that in on Passive's field. What we have produced with OpenConnect is of a superior technology than what is out there at the moment. Our devices that we have at the moment aren't quite used to a higher technology. Is it all going to catch up? You're damn right it is, because things move, things evolve. You will find that those who have the fastest internet, the latest laptops and desktops, technically wise, will have a much better experience than those who have got old computers, slower data, and all the rest of it. Why? Because this product is designed for cutting edge technology. So I wanted to bring that to the table just to explain to you that sometimes it's not you, sometimes it is the thing that you are using, and sometimes we have to look at maybe working around or upgrading if we want to have the best experience from the things that we are using. Back to you, Marty.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, when people get a little anxious, remember what I said and what we've always been saying. Get plugged in, understand what we have, like looking at that video. Share that video with people on your team. No joke. Share it with them. Don't say anything. Say, this is what OnPassive did last year in your name. Flat out. They did it in your name. Well, everything you see here will benefit you. That's pretty powerful. You look at it. It's not just about OnPassive. We are OnPassive. We get to share in the rewards of OnPassive. Never forget that. This isn't about, we don't have to do any of the work, but yet, while they're digging in the mine for months and months and months, and they hit a gold streak, they share the gold. And we're on the outside just sitting there waiting. Come on, that's pretty simple. So do yourself a favor and remember that if you, all you have to do is if you get plugged in enough to find out and really realize where we're at and where we've been and where we've gone just in 2023. Wow. And that video kind of nails it. I would share it with everyone you know. No joke. Get it out there and say, well, I don't know. Watch this and really look at the numbers and look at the power that's involved and realize every time you see OnPassive.com, that's part of you. It's going to benefit you. And if you're thinking at that point, after watching that and after being with everybody here in OnPassive, minimum almost going on 2 years for a founder, and you don't get it, you're not going to. I just don't think you're going to. And that's okay. But really, I mean, you will relieve a lot of your tension, unnecessary tension. Just get caught up with at least where you can get, and you will be blown away. I got worries in my life, but none of them are about OnPassive. None of them. So anyway, I'll turn it back over to Have Nothing and see if he has something.
Yeah, I got something. So someone just sent me that when the video came on, and I'm not trying to discuss this, I want to understand this myself because we're still learning. So Marty, after the video was over, everyone came back. They did not have the mute button, just to let you know. Now on your top left, because you're the host, is there something that automatically mutes everyone and you have to unmute it? That's what it is too? Nothing up there like that?
I can go on and off, but I don't have control over the attend. You got to unmute yourself now, Chris. I don't have any control over the founders mute.
You have a master mute button, correct? You can mute everyone at once for us.
No, on the panel, yeah. I mean, they should be able to turn on. Yeah. They should be able to turn on the sound. I have nothing to do with that. I don't even control that.
Because I remember we had something where we could, if we muted everyone off, here comes Mr. Ash, that it would automatically, we'd have to turn them back on to talk. But I don't know that that's happening. That's from Caroline. Just sent me that. I sent it to you in red.
No, we have no control over that. They should be fine. They just got to look around and figure out how to get it working.
Right.
Like Red said. So.
Look who's here. Santa Claus. Ho, 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 it's Ash Mufareh.
God, that's all he needs, right?
Oh, Lord.
He's lucky he only has to put up with Chris like once a week.
Once a day. Once a day. It's not bad. He knows I love him.
Anything, anyway, anybody got anything else? I am talked out right now.
No, the only thing I wanted to say was what's happening in Egypt at the moment over the last couple of days with the signing of a few documents to do with On Joy, and that's going to be on air as well. I mean, that is huge news. That is, I'm sure we'll get proper updates from the right departments as far as that is concerned. But like I said, go over to O Media on Facebook or on YouTube. The details are there for that at the moment for it. Obviously, they're putting it out in Arabic as well, I do believe. But that's massive. Also, with the hospital as well, which they are collaborating with, one of the largest in Egypt. That's amazing. And also signing the use of O Media for advertising, etc. as well. Obviously, all through our very own Dr. Turok, if you remember, he came on and spoke to us about what he's been doing behind the scenes as far as big data is concerned. I don't need to tell you guys how big a deal that is on its own, regardless of what we've seen over the last couple of days in Egypt. Big data, that really is the holy grail of the internet. If you have your finger in that pie, then look out. And if we are going to be taking a percentage of even the smallest of the three that are out there at the moment, then Dr. Turok told us that I think it grossed 500 million last year for the smallest of the data centers. So it's a big pond we are going fishing in. So really, really good news. Back to you.
Thank you. Yeah, and looking at that video they did, Red, they covered everything from A to Z, from stacking what we call the cools, Mr. Mufareh would say. They went from creating all these products, and they went from blessing people that had problems with disasters to doing all these sign up things that people don't see. They're not, and all you can do is go to a media, go to the videos and just watch them. I don't even care if it's in your language. The video tells you how powerful things are that's going on behind the scenes, for sure. And O Media, they need to subscribe to that, because they came out with another new one yesterday and the day before that. So there's a lot going on. Good afternoon, Mr. Mufareh.
Hey, good afternoon. How you doing?
Fantastic.
I don't know what you did before I got here. It doesn't matter. So let's start all over again.
We talked about Santa Claus and reindeer.
That's beautiful. My favorite topic.
He did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. I hope you are really excited about this 2024. I am exceptionally excited. I have reasons for that. It's not just an emotional state. The reason is because 2023 apparently was a problem-solving and troubleshooting year, and success is not discovered in one day. Is discovered in your daily agenda, what you do every day, day in, day out. And we have been working on certain things for a while, daily, and it's time to reap the harvest. I believe everything has happened for a reason, and some of the things we were hoping they will evolve and come to flourish, in 2023. They didn't for whatever reason, and that makes it possible and more assured that the very beginning of the year will kick off with this with the results of the hard work of the past years, not just 2023. So we are really packed with many activities. I believe as soon as next week we are going to start witnessing some of the major uh, uh, developments we've been waiting for a while. So it's all good news. 2024 is a year, and if you are still thinking when you're going to get involved, you are probably a little bit behind. You should have been making that decision a while ago. And there are so many things you can do at the moment if you want to win bigly with 20 or in 2024 with on passive. We are going to make this year really memorable in many ways. Uh, Many success records are going to be created here, and I hope you'll be one of them. We are going to make them, and I know a ton of people are already geared in that direction. So it's up to you. It's a choice. This is why I want you to be aware of this point. If you think on passive is going to succeed for you, nobody's going to succeed for you. Not on passive. Uh, I tell you what, God is much more powerful than, I mean, it's no comparison than on passive. And he can make you successful. But for some reason, he chose to give you the choice uh, and to put some effort to grant that success. So it's not just automatic. No matter what you do, you have to put your fingerprint or your stamp on any journey. We do have a guaranteed success ladder, as I always say. You just have to pull off your hands out of your pockets and climb a little. You are going to get there as long as you are on that ladder. It doesn't matter how fast, how high you go, but you're going to get somewhere higher than the ground that you're on right now. So I highly recommend uh, that now, not tomorrow. Now is a perfect time to make a decision if you want to succeed or not. Not just with on passive in general, in this year. And if you make a decision that you want to succeed, make sure you don't expect that for somebody from anyone to do it on your behalf. There are some platforms and vehicles that can help you get there faster and more safe. Uh, but perhaps you have to be on board. You have to get involved. You have to see what you can do. And everybody, anyone can do something that no one else has. I guarantee you have a quality, you have a value that nobody has. I guarantee that. Look at your finger prints. Not a finger in one hand is the same as the next one to it. You have 10 unique fingerprints. Your DNA is different. And same thing is your brain. You're not going to be us. We're not going to be you. So make sure you try to find that quality and see how you can integrate that in your unpassive journey. What is your quality? It's not everybody. Everybody's not the same. So I highly recommend that you make a decision. Number one, if you want to succeed. Number two, uh, what is your role? Who are you? What's your value? What do you possess that nobody else has? And try to integrate that and make sure you try to be unique as possible. Because if you're trying to follow someone's uh, uh, you know uh, footprint in any way, it's impossible. You can model somebody. I can get one quality from Johnson, Redfern, and DeGarmo, 1 1 1 1. But if I model 1,000 successful people, one quality, one value of each, you could see how powerful I could become. 1,000 different ones. But there's no possible way Ash Mufareh will be Chris Johnson. It's impossible, or near. Okay, I mean, number one, there's no chance for me to have the look. And thank God for Marty DiCarmo, he can live a little longer because two of us is a disaster for him. But uh, truthfully, I really invite you to get your best year this year and now, not tomorrow. Okay, it's already the third, and if you haven't made that decision, tomorrow might be another day late. Okay, so let's put it on the map. or calendar, uh, your roadmap for the next 362 days now. Okay, not 65. It's a leap year, so I believe 66. Okay, so all right, we're good. So you got that extra day. So don't tell me 5 days a week or 3 days or whatever. No, okay, it's every day. What you do every day. If you're not on that success journey daily, if you don't have any activity that leads you to that desired outcome every day, there's no guarantee that you're going to get there, period. So let's get back to business so I can make my time useful. I said in the beginning, we have been solving a few issues, pending issues from 2023. Not one issue we have that is blocked, not one. So everything we have is solvable. It's just a matter of time. And we have quite a few. Now, uh, it sounds like the very beginning of the year, we're going to start say, okay, well, this is done, 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 done. Number two, we I personally think if I want to label 2023 right from the beginning, 2024 right from the beginning, is going to be filled with surprises. There are a few things that uh, we chose purposely not to share at all, and they are in good shape, and they are complete game changers, all of them. Everything we've done so far is great, and it's an incredible foundation to the next phase. So I believe we're going to have incredible surprises on passive only good news. We are so, excited for the days to come, day by day, and hope you will get to enjoy that. There might be a few people will choose to misbehave, and they think for that, they have a shortcut to success. It's only going to get back on you. We have that daily, and we know most of the problems, if not all, it's or they are a result of somebody's um, wrongdoing, and we pay a high price for everybody. It just sad and pathetic for people to behave that way when we can all um, be okay, at least contribute with a positive thing or nothing. If you don't have anything good to say or do, keep it to yourself. But you know, no doubt, you're not going to stop us. You're not going to steal our success. We chose to succeed, and we will, no doubt. And I don't want to say exactly the topics, but I can tell you everything was pending from 2023 is just about to be resolved and you know uh, get announced. Okay, so uh, not in a month. I'm telling you now. Every day is important and it's going to count. So one more thing is worth to say. We decided to also communicate better as a company in 2024. We did not finalize the exact blueprint for that, but you know, uh, just roughly, it will be. We think you're going to hear at least twice a week minimum from the company. Someone will update you in one of the formats, and we will be rather, on track. Nobody should get left behind, and we try to archive everything just in case you get distracted or you go away, you come back, you will be able to pick up again. Uh, we'll definitely give you the calendar, we'll give you the details. So this is definitely uh, something we were not very efficient in 2023, but we we pledge that we'll do much better in 2024 communication wise. No excuse. It just, I'm sure you can give us a pass for that. You understand we were, more swamped with the problems, but uh, it's not an excuse. It just we should communicate, more frequent. So lots of good news and uh, limitless surprises, more communication. That is the name of the game. New heights in 2024. So excited. Happy, happy, happy 2024 and beyond to you, to yourself, to your loved one, to your family, to your neighbors, anybody in Passive. Hope all of your dreams or some of them will come true. Hope you will be safe, healthy. That's important. You get a ton of love and family time. Uh, Also, it's important to connect with your family on Passive and start using the tools. For example, I heard Red was talking about Dr. Tariq's project. There are a few things are coming out from Egypt. Um, you know, beside on Joy and the it's not a data center. It's the information field, basically, the knowledge field, education. And we have, I don't know if I ever told you, I'm not going to say the name, but we have developed, not Academy, we have developed a different product. Did I ever tell you that? Starts with O, okay? And it is ready. Uh, it's been ready actually from December, and we are, again, everything is tied up to that payment processor uh, problem, and once that you know is stabilized to a satisfactory point, we will uh, obviously open it. And a few other products, we've mentioned them before. Everything is lined up, so you could imagine the good boost that we gained in just the end of 2023 just from one paid product. You can imagine several few ready, and they are about to be launched in the very beginning of 2024. There's no doubt it's going to be a powerful year. That's all I wish to share with you at the moment. I think you're going to get tired of me in uh, this year, and we're going to have a blast. We're going to have lots of fun, and hopefully make a difference, make something that we can be proud of at the end. I can tell you something we never failed. I don't want to say personally, just personally, something we never failed, no matter what was the situation in 2023. Um, it was always a commitment that we do something good for humanity or the ones that are in need, that we could possibly do that. We did not stop. Nothing slowed us down. That's our passion. For those who uh, think, uh, you know, we haven't seen or any of that, it's by design. Those are just, activities we don't need to brag if it's not really necessary or it doesn't require your attention or collaboration. We'd rather just to uh, do them and focus on the next thing. But it's been a great practice for us on the direction of uplift humanity and oh bless, and how can we in the midst of any hardship we can still be humans and contribute to our best and most uh, I would say generous possibility. So we're proud of that. That never waver, never. And we are obviously geared up to a bigger contribution in 2024 and beyond. That's what we do. That's what we love to do. And There's no stopping to that. I do appreciate your time, and specifically, I thank my three handsome brothers. I cannot exclude one. I'm sorry, Chris, but I'm just gonna have to make it a bundle, and that's a good thing. And I really thank you for everything you've done in 2023. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to your families who allowed you to be with us. We had a great ride, and I know you're gonna also crush it in 2024. But I hope everybody is listening, or anyone will listen to this, will be inspired to find the one thing that you know that you have nobody has. Make sure you find your quality, your unique ability. You have something nobody has. I guarantee it. I didn't make it. God did. And you just need to find that. Believe in yourself. If you don't believe uh, in the first place, you're not going to look. So, first, if you believe, you will seek, you will find it. Knock, the door will open to you. And I apologize if I sounded a little sick today, um, or maybe bad voice or old. The reason is because I am sick, I have a bad voice, I'm ugly, and I'm old. But other than that, I'll be fine maybe tomorrow. Thank you. Back to you, any one of you. Thank you so much, brothers. I do appreciate everything, and I love you, um, all of you, and all of those who are listening.
Thank you so much, Ash.
Thanks, Ash. Thank you very much for taking your time to come on. That's perfect. Perfect.
Manuka, Ash.
Yeah, I, my wife is chasing me with that. Yeah.
It works for me,
She doesn't.
man.
It does. It does help. Yeah. I don't know.
You have to be
It
healthy,
does.
so when I show up to see you in a couple weeks,
Oh, don't worry.
I
Yeah.
don't want to catch a cold from Ash Mufareh. That would be
Oh no,
miserable for me.
no. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll heal.
Well,
Got a
Yeah,
lot
thank
of
you very
those.
much, Ash. Thank you
yeah,
very much.
Of
you're in
course,
the you're in the
be
technology
be
business.
excited. It's a beautiful time, and please don't think. Okay, well, let me think. Maybe on the 10th I will start. No, now drop
Now,
everything you have. Find what you have in you, and see how you can apply it. Uh, Integrate that within this big vessel that is called passive.
That's right.
It is powerful. You're going to get there much, uh, faster, obviously, and you reach bigger heights. But if you have a way to do it in your own, as long as you do it, okay, we're not going to be bothered by your success. But we are confident that we have a superior platform that will help you get to better, altitude.
beautiful. Thanks, Ash. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. See
Yep.
you
See you.
on the next meeting.
See you in
Who knows?
2028. 2028. We'll see you, Ash.
All right, man. Can you? How do you think I will look like?
Probably the exact same. The way I.
Well, if you keep doing this, I'm
Yeah,
sure it's
Yeah,
going to be.
yeah. You look like me.
it's that
Uh,
hairdo.
let me tell you, what is that science where you can understand somebody's physicality in a way? Um, Let me see.
That would be weird science.
No, 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 no. Everything has a meaning. Okay.
Should I ask Robin? She knows everything.
physiognomy or physio.
We'll have to make it a trivia question.
Physiognomy. Okay. It is a science where basically where you read somebody's face and you know, so find out a long slide forehead. What does it mean? This is your assignment for the day.
That's a profession, isn't it? Believe it or not.
Okay.
It's called physiognomy. Physiognomy. Something like that.
Physiognomy. I didn't know if the G was silent or not. So yeah, okay. But you get the point. Anyway, so find out a long nose, straight nose, what it means. No, no joke. It's science, okay? And a long bent forehead.
They actually use it over lie detectors now. They have people that study the faces, the expression.
The first 3 seconds when you meet the professional, that's what they read. Your face structure, okay?
Okay, Ash, me and Mr. Google, it says here, what does a long forehead mean? It usually successful business people, celebrities, royalties, etc., have a big forehead. Face readings, big forehead is also regarded as a sign of abundance. You can enjoy a good social life when you let down your guard. You often end up being the life and party of anywhere.
I didn't say that. Google did. Yeah. And I'm sure if you further your search, you find something or two about intelligence. So I'm not claiming that. This is a science. So that's why I don't try to hide it. I love it. The bigger, the better. Okay. Yes. Yeah. And understand, there's no book or science will tell you the science of a dumb, stupid person. Okay. But there are things, you know, that from reading the facial recognition, if you wish, will give you a good insight of that person character. You know, for example, look up a curvy nose, what it means. Or that ear, if it has a bigger fat here, that wiggly thing here. Yeah, look, all those signs. And next time, a person you care about, just try to understand them. Physiognomy. Okay, I don't know if the G is silent. We'll get to pronounce it better, but it's basically the science of reading personalities through your or somebody's face. Are you looking at Don now? You cannot rethink that, DeGarmo.
He's studying.
He's studying Herod.
He's studying the dog's face right now. I can't figure out balance.
I'm telling you, big slide forehead is a good thing. Try to see the eyebrows when they're that, and there's when there is like they're not uni eyebrows. They're like when there is a disconnect between them. Open eyes, you know, everything that longer. Everything has a meaning. So start with yourself. This is your homework for the day, and after you understand who you are, make a plan for.
One question, Chris. Yeah. Do you have hair on your knuckles, Chris?
No, I have no hair on my knuckles.
Okay, just
he lost them when he was dragging them on the floor.
Yeah, are your knuckles bloody?
Why are we talking about that? Yeah, because you were talking about this. Yeah.
I know there's tons. Ash Robin said she studied that for 10 years. She knows all about it. I got many people, all kind of things on it right now. So
why don't she come up with a report about one of us? Just as a practice. I'm ready.
I love that. I
know all of my problems. So
Robin, pick one of us out of all the four, and then you do the study. It's got to be real. All four of us, you got to pick one.
See if an egghead is important.
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead.
Mannerisms is the
watermelon. Yeah.
Yeah. amazing you picked the guys with their 3 roundest heads. There's gotta be a reason for that.
That's fun.
All right.
It's a beautiful game, yeah. But hey, I want to say something. If you find a feature concerns you about yourself or about somebody, it is not definitive. Number one, that you're stuck with it. You could really improve that department. Okay, so you could work on it. So if you have something about integrity or honesty or something, you could definitely change that. You're not stuck with it. You can remanufacture your personality. So, but it's good to understand who you are. And the other thing is, you cannot take one feature and conclude about somebody. Okay, you cannot do that. So it's the collection of everything. You might have a feature that, okay, it sounds like negative, but you have to see the overall analysts. All right, and maybe Robin can teach us how to better pronounce it.
Now I'm paranoid. Uh,
Yeah. I've got tons of voice recordings that sent me how to pronounce it. You want to hear one of them?
Sure.
Let's see. Hold on.
In French?
The G's probably silent.
This is Key Wendell. Let me see. Hold on.
It's pronounced physiognomy. You cannot rethink.
Did you hear that? Listen again.
Physiognomy.
It's pronounced physiognomy. You cannot rethink.
Physiognomy.
Physiognomy.
Let me see if he
He's
says
pronouncing a G.
All right, reading faces. Okay.
Physiognomy.
There it is. Hear that?
Physiognomy. Yeah, I like that. That is more reasonable. Physiognomy.
Oh, you guys can stop texting me. I got it.
Physiognomy. Am I saying it right?
Kind of. I'll send you the recording and you can.
No, I want Robin. Can she text you? Physiognomy. Physiognomy.
Let's see what she's saying. Here.
Physiognomy.
Physiognomy. Oh, there's no G.
See, now Key said it one way and Robin said it the other. Who's right?
Now, she's got the English accent.
What does that
Robin
say?
is always right.
Robin is always right.
So physiognomy. Okay.
Physiognomy.
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 G is silent.
Yeah.
Robin.
Physiognomy.
Physiognomy.
Yeah.
I thought the G is not pronounced because it's like sign or okay. Physiognomy. There's no G.
And Robin's never wrong. So.
Oh, never. Okay. And I can't wait for her to read one of us. All right.
Yeah.
Not me, Robin.
Do me or Reddit. I don't care. I want to hear what I have to badly.
Yeah.
I mean, I got all kind of features you can make fun of. So let's see what you really mean.
I can read you right now if you got time. Okay.
Genius, passionate, caring, loving. Oh, it's all in there. It's
handsome, funny.
Handsome, funny.
That's not what I'm coming up with.
Michiganian.
Michiganian. Polar bear. Come on, you can keep going with me.
Okay, guys, have a blast. Take care. All right.
Thanks.
Have fun with physiognomy. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Ash.
There you go.
Wow.
That was fun.
That was different. Red, you got a head, man, so you're probably something.
Listen, it's that annoying.
Yeah. Now I don't feel bad for having an egghead. That must mean something. Yeah, it's going to hatch. Anyway, we'll say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for being here. Powerful stuff that Ash said. Details weren't there, but enough was said that you don't need the details unless you're complete. And he said, you want to wait, you're making a big mistake. Yeah. Whatever you need to do, do it. And we've been saying this on live for 6 months. You're unique. Find out who you are. Find your passion and run like a madman. On Passive's platform can let you be anybody you want to be 100,000%. Anyway, see you all and see you. Well, we'll see you tomorrow, but we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let me shut the